Hey everyone, Aaron here. Welcome back to another anime review. Today we look at episode 20 of Tales of Zestiria the X. So, a lot better, Tails. You did good this time. You did very good. I was actually very impressed with this episode. It had a little bit of action, it had a little bit of suspense. I do, by the way, apologize greatly that it did not come out on the time. Like I was supposed to do it this morning. But honestly, as many of you know, I'm very tired the last couple of days. I've been dealing with a lot of things on my plate. I might have an update video telling people about how I do apologize and stuff like that, but I'm not sure yet. But most likely, you're watching this review, you understand. If you've seen me on Twitter, if you really if you want to know what's going on with me, follow me on Twitter. It's the best place to know. But anyways, let's talk about what happened with this whole episode. So this episode was pretty good. Like I said before, I really enjoyed it because it actually had a little bit of action in the beginning, where we actually see Alicia storming Lady Lake, trying to find some what looks like Maltron, but really what she was going to do is she was actually going to see her father. And this is where we see Lord Bartholo actually show that his true colors was he was manipulating the things behind the scenes. And what's funny is that she anticipated this to a point, because she actually had all her soldiers wait outside, so this way they can hear him actually confess to the crime. He didn't realize that they were outside. But what was interesting, and I think it was not really utilized strongly enough, but it was shown, was that we see that her father, the king of Lady Lake, apparently was under a lot of pressure, most likely. He had a lot of malevolence surrounding him, so that was interesting. At the same time, Saray is, with his company, is inbound to see if they can stop the hurricane, which they finally realize what is actually inside the hurricane. It is a dragon. And once again, Tails, you did a good job. I mean, if people remember, Tails, I think, had 3 dragons so far show up in this whole show. And I'm really happy about that, because I think that's one thing the game kind of lacked, was dragon fights. The first dragon was terrible. The CGI was horrible. And this one, even though it doesn't have a huge role, still looked really impressive. I was really blown away by the graphics for it. It was, very well done. So, applaud to you, Tails. Really good job on that. But yeah, Saray is telling everyone, we're gonna take down this thing. We're gonna do it because we have to do it. And I really enjoy that he goes and says, no one's been able to do it except, finally maybe there's someone that can break the myth behind it and actually take down a dragon. And so he teams up with Mikleo, and it's interesting. We see him transform into the his other version, and he shoots an arrow right into it, which kind of acts like an anchor and brings it down to his level. And at the same time, the rest of the gang is actually acting as more so tethering his powers together, so they're more so giving him energy in lieu, so this way he can purify the dragon. And of course the episode ends with them purify the dragon. It takes a lot of toll on the party, because all of them had to use a lot of energy, especially Saray. But it goes to show, I like how he says that, he tells Edna that we could do it now. We could actually purify your brother, because as we know, her brother is a dragon. Now, I'm going to say this right now. It's probably my biggest thing, and I had a feeling it was going to happen. I did have a feeling this was going to happen. I don't like the comparison to the game in terms of what Rose and Alicia have been kind of nerfed down to. So in the game, this is not really a huge spoiler per se, but it is kind of a spoiler. So if you plan on playing the game, I do apologize, but this is going to spoil a little bit. In the game, at the halfway point when Rose receives her Squire powers from Saray, she becomes able to use all the Seraphim as the same way he does. So she's actually able to infuse her body with Mikleo and stuff like that, and actually get the powers that he gets from it. So if she teams up with Edna, she gets the rock powers, etc. And it was very similar to Saray's power, and I like that in many ways, because what it did was it powered her to be more useful, I guess, in this thing and anything else. In terms of this story now, because she's not, now she's more of just an anchor of energy, she gets kind of nerfed down to a level where she's not as badass to me. She's still, of course, Rose, Alicia still kick ass to me. I know Rose kicks more ass, obviously, but I still love Alicia nonetheless. But I just wish they would have actually, went the same direction with this. I mean, I understand why they didn't do it, but I wish they would have went that way. But like I said, it's really a catch-22. You couldn't, I think, do it any other way if you wanted to do the story with both of them being squires, I think. But anyways, maybe they'll do something at the end where they'll have the powers, and that'd be kind of cool. I hope that happens, but I doubt it. Anyways, guys and girls, like I said, I'm so sorry for having this review out so late. I'm very tired. It's been a hard few days, guys and girls. You have no idea, and I'm dealing with a lot of stuff on my plate. And I don't mean to ramble on about it right now, but it's something that it's definitely gonna get better. It's gonna be where time will allow me. I'll be honest, probably all my reviews will go back to normal, probably by the end of the week. So, probably Friday I'll have everything out on normal times and I won't be late with everything. If God forbid something else happens, then I'll tell you guys, of course. That's why I really say follow me on Twitter so you know what's going on. So this way, if you don't see a review from me, you realize, hey, there's a reason for it. It's not just because I'm just being lazy that day and not doing a review. It's because something happened. So, anyways, guys and girls, I will talk to you later. Have a blessed day, everyone. I will be doing a review of March Comes Like a Lion, whichever. I forgot the episode number, so I'll tell you guys, of course, in that. But that'll be coming out probably in a little while. Anyways, bye bye, everyone.